If you're new to crypto, it can feel overwhelming pretty fast. There's Bitcoin, Ethereum, thousands of altcoins, and a whole new language, staking, mining, gas fees, wallets, and it's a lot to take in. That's why today I want to introduce you to one project that's been quietly getting a lot of attention lately, and that is Kaspa. Now, if you haven't heard of it before, don't worry, by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what Kaspa is, why people are excited about it, and how to get started without needing a PhD in crypto. So, what is Kaspa? Well, Kaspa is a cryptocurrency like Bitcoin or Ethereum, but it's built to fix some of the problems that those older projects still have. Mainly, it's faster, it's cheaper, and it's more efficient when it comes to sending transactions. So, if you imagine trying to send money online, instead of waiting 10 minutes or even longer in some cases for it to go through, it happens in about a second, and that's what Kaspa is aiming for. Instant payments, minimal fees, and no middlemen. So how is it different from Bitcoin or Ethereum, for example? Well, most cryptocurrencies run on something called a blockchain, and that's basically a digital ledger that records all of the transactions. But blockchains have one big limitation. They can only process a few transactions at a time. Kaspa uses a new type of system called a block DAG, and it's a more advanced structure, and it lets multiple transactions happen at once in parallel without slowing down the network. And that means that Kaspa can process blocks every 1 second compared to Bitcoin's 10 minutes or sometimes even more. So if Bitcoin is like dial-up internet, then Kaspa is like super broadband. So why are people paying attention to Kaspa right now? Well, first, it's proof of work, just like Bitcoin, and that means it uses mining to secure the network. But Kaspa is designed to be more scalable, more efficient, and uses much more modern techniques to avoid the bottlenecks that slow Bitcoin down. Second, there's no central company behind it. It's fully decentralized and open source. There's no CEO doing media rounds and no marketing campaigns flooding your Twitter feed. Kaspa is being built by a community of developers and volunteers who completely believe in the tech. And third, well, it just works. It's already up and running with fast transaction speeds, low fees, and strong community support. And that alone puts it well ahead of a lot of crypto projects that are still just white papers and promises. So, what's the current price of Kaspa right now? Well, as of the 17th of April 2025, Kaspa is trading at approximately 7.6 cents per coin. Its all-time high in July 2024 was around about 20 cents per coin, so it's currently sitting at roughly 63% below that peak. The total market cap, which is the combined value of all of the Kaspa coins, is around 1.98 billion, and that places it in the top 40 cryptocurrencies by size. If you want to buy Kaspa, where can you buy it? Well, currently you can purchase Kaspa on several cryptocurrency exchanges, including KuCoin, MEXC, Gate.io, CoinX, and Kraken, as well as Bybit. It's not currently available on crypto.com, which is a shame because that's the exchange I prefer to use, but I'm sure at some point they'll pick it up. Should you buy it? Well, that's a personal decision, and as I always say on this channel, it's not financial advice, so what you do with your money is your choice. But what I can say is Kaspa is solving a real problem. It's fast, it's scalable, it's decentralized, and the tech is already working today, not 5 years from now. So if you're looking to explore a new project with a strong community and a real use case, then Kaspa is definitely worth learning more about. Just make sure that you understand the risks and don't invest money that you can't afford to lose. Crypto doesn't have to be complicated. When you take your time to learn the basics and really just look under the hood, projects like Kaspa start to make a lot more sense. Now, if you've already tried using Kaspa or you've been mining it, then drop a comment down below and let me know what your experience is. If this video helps you understand the project better, then give it a like, or even better, share it with someone who's just getting started in crypto. And if you want more beginner-friendly breakdowns like this one, again, just leave a comment down below. Let me know what you want to hear. Hit the subscribe button if you've not done so already. I've got lots more coming soon, and I'll see you again in the very next video.